What a race. Now, let's talk about that race because there were very interesting bits about it. There were very interesting, let's say, conundrums about it. And as a Ferrari fan, we can all say again, the strategy let us down. But that's not the whole point of it. First of all, congrats to George Russell for winning. Honestly, I did not expect that. I really did think that Max Verstappen would have won. But congrats to George Russell. I mean, what can you say? Great all weekend, decent in practice, but practice is practice. And then qualifying supreme, and then in the race again supreme at managing the race. There were times where he wasn't ahead of Verstappen. There were times where there was close. Although I will say that the battle between them wasn't as, let's say, spectacular as I thought it was going to be. I thought it would have been a lot harder, but I guess the being 1 point away from a race ban kind of weighed on Verstappen today. Maybe that affected some of his decisions and some of the moves that he may or may not have attempted if he was on that. But congratulations to George Russell. Congratulations, honestly, to the Mercedes team because Kimi Antonelli is now the youngest podium sitter ever, which is congratulations to him. I mean, great drive from Kimi. And honestly, I think he's going to be an exciting talent moving forward for the better part of a decade, right? That we're going to see him in F1. At least I think so. Now, let's talk about, first of all, the Ferrari conundrum, because at the end of the day, right, a quiet race. Leclerc moved up from where he qualified. Hamilton stayed around where he qualified. Nothing really spectacular from Hamilton again. Would I have expected at the start of the season to see more from him? Yes, but I understand the difficulties of learning a new team or learning a new situation to be in. And then as for Leclerc, we see again the conundrum between the team and Leclerc, right? It does seem to be getting to a point where Leclerc is just getting extremely annoyed at the team, right, with the strategy calls. And in my opinion, it was the wrong strategy today. I think if Leclerc actually did start that low from qualifying, then you might as well tried an alternate strategy, right? Who knows what could have happened if we would have tried the one stop, if that was even possible. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But let's talk about the big news. The Lando Norris crash after what was a spectacular couple of corners of fighting between the two McLaren drivers, and honestly, I think that was the highlight of the race. I mean, it was quite impressive to see two teammates that realistically they're in a car that is the best car so far this season, but it didn't have a strong weekend. Fight that hard, especially at Canada, right? And honestly, it was refreshing to see teammates be allowed to fight that hard. And at the end of the day, one Leno misjudged it and he crashed out, and it is what it is, right? I'm sure for McLaren fans it'll be upsetting. I think for Piastri, it'll be kind of calming because now he builds a gap to his teammates. But at the end of the day, it was quite interesting. But let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of the Canada race? And I can't wait for the next race to talk to you guys again.